Good morning, sir. My name is Vinushri, and we are from batch number 3. Our project title is Wireless Online Monitoring of pH and Temperature Variable in a Rotating Drum for Tanning and Dyeing Industries. So, in this project, we are monitoring pH and temperature variables through wireless module. The wireless module we developed here is RFM95. RFM95 is a receiver. So, it is necessary to maintain the temperature and pH value in many industries like tanning and dyeing. In case it exceeds a value or it's not maintained properly, it will cause damage. So that's the scope of our project. We are monitoring a temperature and a pH variable. So the data are transmitted. The measured data from sensors are transmitted through RFM transceiver, and it is received in a receiver in which LCD is mounted. Currently, actually our project is to mount this wireless module in a rotating drum. Since sir told rotating drum is not necessary, we omitted that part. The final part is to mount these wireless module in a rotating drum. Now I'm going to show a demo of our project. This is the pH signal conditioning circuit we developed, the PCB layout of the pH signal conditioning circuit, and this is the AD590 signal conditioning circuit, that is temperature, and this is temperature sensor we are using here is AD590. This is the Arduino board. The program is dump. This is the RFM95 transceiver. Since we don't have glass electrode now, we are currently showing only the temperature output. So now I'm going to switch on. It is transmitted. The variable is transmitted. So we transmitted the data there, and here. So this is the RFM95 transceiver for receiver module. LCD is mounted, and this is the temperature output we are currently doing. So now I am only showing the temperature output since glass electrode is not available. So now I heated some water, and I am going to measure the temperature. I heated water, and the temperature sensor is, I placed temperature sensor near to the heated water. And you can see the received output. After heating the water, I got this temperature. Thank you.
I'm going to explain the block diagram. So this is the transmitter section block diagram. The temperature sensor used here is AD590, and the pH sensor is glass electrode, and their respective signal conditioning circuits are designed. So this measures both the temperature and the pH parameters, and the output is sent to the microcontroller where the analog to digital conversion takes place, and the output is transmitted to the receiver section via RFM95 transmitter. So the transmitted data is received and then sent to the microcontroller where the data processing takes place, and then output is sent to the LCD display. This is a signal conditioning circuit of AD590. In order to make the circuit more compatible, instead of using 3 different op-amps, we have chosen LM324 IC. It has 4 op-amps in it. At 30 degrees Celsius, the output of this voltage follower must be 303 millivolt. Now to get that, we adjusted this spot to get 303 millivolt. The output of AD590 will be in Kelvin. In order to convert into Celsius, we have to subtract the value by 273. So for that, we have another voltage follower here. We adjusted this spot until we got the output voltage as 273. Both these voltage outputs are given as input to the difference amplifier of gain 10. So at 30 degrees Celsius, the output at this voltage follower will be 303, and here it will be 273, and the difference is 30 millivolts. Since the gain is 10, 13 to 10, we get 300 millivolt at 30 degrees Celsius. So as the temperature changes, we get the respective value. So this is the signal conditioning circuit of the pH glass electrode. The pH glass electrode has high input impedance of 500 megohms. In order to match that high impedance, we are using a buffer amplifier of CA3 to 4, and this is a scaling amplifier. To standardize this setup, first we immerse the glass electrode in a solution of a pH value 7, and then we adjusted the spot until we got the output at 0.7 and we fix. So now when the glass electrode is placed in a pH of value 4, we get the output as 4, and when we place it in a different value, we get the respective value of the pH. So the output from these two signal conditioning circuit is then given to the Atmega 338 microcontroller. Here we are using Arduino Uno board, since it has Atmega 338 microcontroller and it is helpful in transmission. So these two, the output from these two circuits is connected to the A0 and A1 pin of the Arduino Uno board, and there the analog to digital conversion takes place and the digital data is transmitted to the receiver section. So the digital data is transmitted using RFM95 module. We have chosen RFM95 module because it has a long range. It can transmit for a distance of 50 meter to 1 kilometer. So this RFM95 is this transmitter pin of the RFM95 is connected to the transmitter pin of the Uno board in the transmitter section. Now the digital data is transmitted to the receiver section. At the receiver section, the receiver pin of the RFM95 is connected to the receiver pin of the Uno board, and the data is processed and then sent to the LCD display.
Applications. A project can be implemented in any industries which controls temperature and pH measurement. Industries in which it's vital to maintain pH and temperature measurements like tanning and dye industries. Hardware and software used in our project: AD590, LM324, OP07, CA3140, RFM95 transmitter, IC7805 and 7905, and Arduino Uno.
We did this project as a team. We three contributed equally in every part, like in software, hardware, and integrating both software and hardware. Mainly, I contributed in developing the PCB layouts for signal conditioning circuit for both the sensors, pH and temperature sensor, and getting the correct output.
I contributed in developing the software code for transmitting and receiving the data and to display it in the LCD.
I contributed in integrating the hardware and software part to check whether we are getting the correct output or not.